Well, welcome back to a new video, guys and gals. If you do enjoy them, do take time to give them a thumbs up, drop a comment below, let me know how your season's going. We are out this evening doing some barbel and chub hunting. Might fish, just not going to rove quite that much, to be fair. I might just do the one swim, or I might do two swims, but no more than that. Yeah, it's been a little bit of a lean spell at the moment. Last trip I had a nice bream and a nice chub, but the barbel are currently eluding me. So, set up as you've seen before on my videos. This is the Advanta RVS Discovery River Ambush rod, 1 3/4 pound test curve, 7 foot in length, cheap as chips, blooming superb. And that's paired with a 2500 bait runner reel. That's the DL 2500. I've got to say, as much as these balanced double handles are nice, I'm a lover of a single handle on the whole. But I've got a lovely progressive front drag, and I'm enjoying using it. There's no doubt about that. Now, setup, same as always. I've not put the lead on yet, but little low resistance running rig, buffer bead, anti-tangle sleeve, Drennan gravel braid, little Dinsmore gravel shot there. That's a size 1, down to a nice kicker hair rig, and the hook is an ESP Cryogen size 7. So that's the sum of it. We'll be using a backlead tonight. So further up the line here, got a little soft Drennan rig stop, and the backlead will go above that. Just give me a nice area pinned down to give me a better chance of picking up a fish and not spooking the area where I'm going to be casting. Bait wise, same as usual, mainline 50/50 yeasty, meaty, fishy mix with matching paste, and I'm going to be using a little bit of the margin mix with hemp, birdseed, and also a few pouchfuls of just the birdseed on its own and loose. That's the sum of it. Got a nice swim behind me where you see that I did fish before, and I had that nice looking barbus. Going to give that a go and see how bad the crayfish are, see if the fish are willing to feed, and if they are, they are, and if not, that's fishing. You don't catch them sat at home watching TV and Love Island. Not that I watch Love Island, who the hell watches Love Island? But yeah, so as I say, going to start on this swim, going to introduce a little bit of ground bait, and I might move later on to one of the other spots, but I doubt that I'll be fishing more than 2, and maybe just the 1. Anyway, going to get the gear set up, as I say, put some ground bait in, and let the area marinate in ground bait. And yeah, let's see if we can get amongst a fish or 2 and not have too much crayfish issues. Fingers crossed for no crayfish issues, or a very low amount, but with this hot weather it has been maniacal at times for crayfish taking baits. So there's the setup, and up from the leisure weight you've got a backlead. That backlead is the Fox Edges backleads. They come in a pack of 5 or 6 with different attachments. As you've seen there, when I cast out, that still moves back up the line, so I set it, because obviously the shorter your rod, you can't set the back lead as far away, obviously, because you've got less rod to play with. So what's good though with those is, even though the rod's 7 foot and I've set the back lead around about 2.5, 2 3/4 foot away from the main lead, when you swing cast with that, as the bait goes out, you get this little loop of line, like a little bow, and it just drops back a little bit further, and that's giving you a nice circumference of the area that you've put ground bait into, where the fish won't trip the line and won't spook. Obviously, if you're going to use a back lead, judge your swims. If they're snaggy and they're really badly snaggy, and it looks like if you use a back lead there, you might be playing a fish and it will swing about and cause you to tether a fish, cause you to lose a fish, then don't use a back lead. In situations like that, I'll play it by ear. If it looks alright, I'll use a back lead. If it looks like the back lead's going to be something that's going to encumber me and maybe lose a fish, or not be good for fish welfare, i.e. it's going to go into a snag, or it's going to go into you're going to be playing it in a snaggy swim, and the back lead's going to swing about and could flip and swing under a snag, then I don't use a back lead. So make your own sensible judgments, but they are a very, very useful tool for fishing waterways where fish can spook easy. I don't like seeing line bites. You know, lots of anglers do. They like to see liners from barbel to know that they're in the swim. If I see a liner when I'm fishing, I only think one thing to myself: that's one spook fish, at least one spook fish. But if there was 2 more coming along and they saw that fish acting erratic and very spooked, you've just lost a chance with 3 fish. So yeah, if I can use a back lead, I always tend to use a back lead. Anyway, I'm going to have a drink of orange, get my rump sat on the stool, cross my paws, cross my toes, and see if we can get a fish or 2. That's a lovely evening though. Nice sunset. Fresher. I wouldn't say, like, you know, as fresh as we'd like it, or as wet as we'd like it. But yeah, there's a bit of a nice breeze. We've had some light rain recently. Hasn't done a lot for the river. Maybe risen it by an inch, inch and a half, maybe 2. Soon run off again. So we could do with some more rain, but at least the weather is a bit cooler. It's a nice evening. There's never, you know, I always say it, you can't catch the fish if you're not trying. You can't catch anything if you're sat at home and not pushing yourself to go. And you should never have to. I always say this to friends. You should never, if you really enjoy something, you shouldn't feel like you've got to push yourself to do it. And I've got to admit, I never do feel like that, never with fishing. I'm always up for it as such. But yeah, it's been a bit of a lean spell lately. I've had a total of 2 chub, and 1 chub and 1 bream recently. So yeah, one of those 2 chub was recently, along with a bream. So yeah, kind of lost the scent trail of the barbel at the moment, or they're not playing ball with me. But yeah, you've got to be in it to win it. You've got to be always trying to roll that dice and always keeping trying. And I have tried quite a few different sections and different swims, and I'm very positive. I'm a very positive person within my fishing, so I do believe a lot of those spots can and will produce. But there is also, as in on any section of river, there's those go-in swims where people do tend to fish, and I could go to some of those go-in swims and I could catch barbel, but that doesn't float my boat. You know, it's different strokes for different folks. I like to do my own exploration. I like to fish swims that maybe aren't quite as fished. Sometimes that can lead to wild goose chases. Sometimes you can be in the right swims, in the sense of they're less trodden and less used swims. But the fish just aren't in the mood at the time, and can send me a bit nutty at times. But I'm fairly used to that, being nutty, and being nutty because I've fished the Loddon for long enough. So, you know, I like to do, as I say, my own exploration, and I think I appreciate earning those fish. As I say, it's different strokes for different folks. Some people like to go in swims that will produce, and that's fair enough as well. You know, I don't want to sound like I'm victimising anyone, because I'm certainly not. We all have our own enjoyment and our own threshold for enjoyment. I'm a little bit, due to being a Loddon angler, I guess, and fishing what can be a tricky river, I'm a bit of a sadomasochist. So, but yeah, it's nice to be out. Always nice to be out. Never lose sight of why it's nice to be out and be bankside. So important. There's no need to come out and be pissed off or unhappy to be bankside. You've had some tough trips. You know, get the Kleenex out and, you know, cry me a river. You know, it happens. We all have trips like it. There's no point moping about it. You just crack on. Keep plugging away, as my dad would say. Just keep plugging, Mark. Just keep going. Keep going on, trying your best. That's my message to anyone. If you're going through a lean spell where you're fishing and it's hard going, you just keep plugging, you keep trying. Because the moment you stop and you give up, the moment you start getting depressed about things, the moment you stop enjoying the fishing for going for just the sake of, I've got to catch, then you're not really fishing, you're not enjoying why you're going. Anyway, I'm waffling, but I thought I might as well, while we're leading into that kind of witching hour, just have a chat with you guys. It's always nice, indirectly via YouTube, to kind of let my thoughts spill out of my mouth and put them across to you, and might give you an idea of my general ethos with my fishing and why I enjoy it and why I'm so impassioned about it. But let's hope tonight that this little ambush rod lurches round. I tell you what, they're brilliant rods. I sound like I'm being paid sponsorship or something with Angling Direct, but they are wonderful rods. So nice for getting into swims, but they've also got a nice bit of backbone. Absolutely. I mean, for what they're 22 to 24 pounds or so, they're bargains. I am hoping that that rod tip slams round. I really am. And I hope it slams round with a nice fish and not a big lobster. The old bat's about. Glorious evening, really glorious evening. Green, guys, seems to be a nice bream. A really nice bream at that. Real slab. Oh, that's a nice fish. God, that is a real slab. It's a big bream, I'm telling you. This could be a personal best bream, guys. And for reference, that is a 32-inch net. Well, check this out. This is a new personal best bream, guys. Flipping heck. £11, 12 ounces. Jesus. Cheap as creepers. Cripes alive. £11, 12. Slabadabadoo. Happy with that, I tell you. Always happy to have a decent bream. Bloody hell, this is a decent bream. God, it's a right Kennet slab. Pull myself back. There you go. Look at the build. Look at the build. Crikey. Christ on a bike. £11, 12, and that is a personal best Abramus for me. Well, that's me all packed up, near enough. A few odds and sods, nicks and knacks to pack up. But yeah, the barbel are currently eluding me in the last few trips. But I certainly am not going to sniff at a personal best bream. I mean, PB bream from a river as well. £11.12. What a slabber-dabber-do. Absolutely. I mean, I know some people don't like bream, but honestly, guys, an £11.12 bream is a darn, you know, it's a good bream to be darn happy with. Really is. And I certainly am. Of course, it would have been nice to have a barbel as well, says me being greedy, but I'm really happy with that. I really seriously mean that. Absolutely, I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous bream. Lovely brassy colours to it. And what a slab, the depth to it. Oh, it's wonderful, wonderful. Always nice to break your personal best. So yeah. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope, you know, it wasn't too boring, once again being a nocturnal video. And also, I know some people don't like bream, but you know, my apologies to you. If you don't like the bream, don't watch the video. That's what I say. But I was really made up with that, to having that PB. And yeah, £11.12. Happy days. Anyway, I will see you on the flip side, because I've got to be making a mosey and getting going. Got the bike behind me and just got to pack away a couple of bits and pieces. Anyway, if you have enjoyed the video, do take time to give it a thumbs up. And I'll see you on the flip side, wherever you're wetting a line, wherever you're dangling and hoping for a bite. I hope you're having a good time. But I have got to shoot now, so I will see you on the flip side on another Fishing for Memories video. Take care, guys. And remember, if you're not outside and on the bank, you haven't got a chance of catching anything. So get out there. Take care.